Okay, y'all, it's been a while since I did another video related to the 2002 WS6 Pontiac Trans Am. Um, and it's raining outside, so the weather is not all that great. So we'll just use the backdrop of my 79 here. So in the last video, I mentioned, from what I can remember, it's been so many months now ago, that I was having some rear end ring and pinion noise from the motive gear ring and pinion 373 for that rear end, the factory rear end that's on the WS6. So anyway, so I bought a set of Yukon 373 gears, and with those gears, had them installed by the same shop as before. Broke them in easy, like you're supposed to. Change the fluid out after 500 miles. And the gears were quiet after, when I first had them installed, just very little faint whine, which you would think you might get a little bit of noise given the gear ratio and the rear end that's in the car from the factory. So after about 1,000, maybe 1,200 miles, the rear end started getting louder as you're going above 40 miles an hour. The whine noise started getting louder. Wasn't there on coast, just on drive. And then maybe another 300 miles later, it started getting loud it started picking up noise on the coast side, which is crazy, right? Because they were installed correctly, right specs and everything per the directions. So I was thinking possibly, it was the shop I took it to the first time. So guess what? I took it to another shop. They looked at it. They said it seemed fine. So they tweaked the specs a little bit on the pinion depth, whatever. And didn't make any difference. It was still just as loud. So then I got on the forums because I'm like, this is crazy. This is two sets of gears. This Yukon set is actually louder than the motive set, which is crazy. And Yukon supposedly has a good reputation for their products. So after getting on some forums related to, LS1 Tech, some of the other LS forums out there, and narrowing it down to my gear range Trans Am 4th gen. And then when I Googled the Yukon stuff, like they were even on some of the trucks, the GM trucks that they did aftermarket gear swap, on, they were actually having the same issue that I had. Took it to different shops, didn't help. Some maybe quieter just a little bit. Others have made it louder. For me, I didn't have any change at all. It just stayed the same. So some, maybe like a couple people in the various forums, they were like, they had the same issue, and then they tried a different brand, which is AAM. I don't remember what that stands for. I got the box sitting right here. I might try to find it here in a second. But what I'm gonna show you is the ring gear off of the Yukon, and you can't see anything wrong with it on the wear pattern. And so I took those out and I installed the AAM ring and pinion in the rear. And I'm on like 300, maybe like almost 400 miles now on break in. Totally quiet, like zero noise whatsoever. None. And I'm kind of like shocked and speechless at the same time because, I've spent money twice now And it took that third time, which is crazy. You think you're going with a well-known brand, and you have that issue with noise. Other people having the same issue as well. So, all right, let's get to it. I'm just going to show you this ring gear here. And this is the one. This is the Yukon 373. And you can see the shadow of the wear pattern on there. And then if you turn it the other way, you can see the wear pattern. There we go. You can see the wear pattern there in the center. And then on the other side, almost dead center, but where it's supposed to be. So, I mean, I couldn't recommend Yukon. I just can't recommend them or Motive. As far as durability wise, I mean, as you can see, like all the teeth are there. There was no issues there. I mean, I don't race the car, take it to the track or anything. So unless you got some really loud exhaust, you're going to hear a whining noise, ringing noise, whatever you want to call it. It's hard to describe. And I should have did some videos in the car, but you're going to have some noise. So you're going to have to turn the radio up or have loud exhaust to drown this out. But even with my 1200 watt amplifier and subs, like, you could still hear this gear over that. So that tells you how loud it was. Okay, so this here is the box for the AAM. And I'll bring that up closer. So that is the part number, that 400 number there. That's the part number for the 373. And there is the website. And I had never heard of this company before until searching through the forums. But I have no complaints at all. I don't have any noise changes or anything, even breaking it in. I actually got these. If you do the search, there is a company out there. There's a few companies out there that actually sell this, and I think it was a little bit cheaper than the Yukon and the Motive gear. So I placed the order. I had them within maybe like 3 to 5 days, if that. And they come with an instruction sheet with the specs or whatever. I will say the instruction sheet was like it was like a copy of a manual or whatever, an official book from the company. So it was a little hard to read, but I mean, if you know how to set up gears, you could still read the page. But as far as seeing like the examples of pictures of where your wear should be on the ring gear, that whole deal, it was a little difficult to see. But I had these installed and no issues whatsoever. So if you're having noise issues and you want the 373, that right there is the part number that you can search for on their website. And this is for the factory rear end on a 2002 Pontiac Trans Am WS6. Obviously it'll fit more years. Obviously Camaro's the same thing. So for 4th gen. So I'm happy with these. And I haven't really done anything else to the car. I actually did, and that was after the last video. I did a conversion of the PCV system um, on the engine. I've got video recorded of that. I just haven't had time to get online and post that one because it's a two-parter. So I may just do a two-parter versus trying to put it together. It's less time, whatever, less editing. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. Check out AAM if you're looking for gears. I can't recommend Motive or Yukon at this point, not for the fourth gen. In the 79 that's sitting here, I do have Yukon gears and a Positive Track carrier. The 79 has 373, but it's got, everything came complete from Yukon. So I don't have any noise issues with this one, but it is a totally different rear end. So it is what it is. So until next time, y'all check out the other videos I got. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more. Trying to figure out if I want to do the fast 102 intake and some heads on a WS6, since I got to take it back to get retuned anyway. Do some fine tuning on some air-ish, numbers and whatever in the charts. So stay tuned. I'll try to do a little bit more, and everybody be safe.